What is going on YouTube? It's Sank and we are back with another one. Now in this drop, coming at you guys with a couple of plays on the put on your radar. But before we kick things off, if you'd like to help out the channel by hitting that like button, because it keeps the show rolling. Alright guys, so that wraps up another day in these markets. And for those of you who've been sticking to that blueprint, that is catching these plays on the cheap, the quality plays, I know you guys are happy today because stock market came bearing gifts. And for those of you who have not been sitting on the sidelines out of the action, I know you guys are feeling that major FOMO right now. That's why I say the stock market is one of the best investment tools out there to create wealth if you just apply the right formula, and that is invest consistently over time, especially when these plays are on the cheap, because when they bounce, you are going to be rewarded, just like today in these markets. Now in this drop, I'm going to be covering off, is it time to sell some stock? So in this drop, I'll be firing over a couple of plays to you guys and letting you guys know what the move is going forward. So let's run the first one. So the first one I've got for that's ticker symbol RBLX, that's Roblox. This has been a star performer over the last two trading sessions. On the day, this one's up over 8%. On the week, up over 16%. Now, even if you're not in this play, stick with us on this one because there'll be a time when you're in a play moving like Roblox is, and it's good you have the intel so you know how to hit wins with these plays. I'll let you know right now, Roblox is defying gravity in the markets. If the market really wanted to, Roblox is the type of play it could swallow whole because you're paying a high premium for this one. Also, this is a growth play and we know the market is targeting certain industries. EV is one of them, gambling is another, and the gaming space is another, and that is where Roblox falls in. So if you're in this play, it's time to start thinking about your next moves, especially being that if you got into this one at our entry zone around that $64 mark, you guys are up 30, 35, 40% on your money in this play already. So going forward, it's an opportunity for you guys to take profits from this play. Where they're at right now, take an early W on this play, add them to your collection, or at very least, do think about setting your stop limits on these plays, because moving forward, this is the type of play that is due for a corrective move in that stock price. You will see this one come back down. It might not happen in tomorrow's trading session, might not happen in a week's time, but they are on course. Now the idea is to react before the bigger players in the markets do, the whales, because they're the ones who drive the market. So I'm just giving you guys an early heads up. Now I'm a fan of the play, but this one's showing characteristics of a play that is due for a pullback. Now there's nothing wrong with being invested into this one, riding the wave, but it's an opportunity for you guys. If you wanted to take profit at this level, if you wanted to, when they dip back down, you can reinvest, maximize your returns on the play. Now, out of all the plays I've got for you guys today, Roblox is the only play in the sell zone. The rest of the plays still have a lot more ground to climb. I'm going to kick things off with DraftKings coming in at $47. This plays had a nice jump up 7% today. Now we know the gaming gambling space is one of those targeted sectors for the pullback we've seen in the markets over the last 3 months. But you guys know it just opens up opportunities for you guys to get quality plays at a much better price point, and DraftKings is just one of those plays. So that jump up you've seen today in that stock price is just a small glimpse of what is to come in this play if you're able to stay invested and just ride through the short-term volatility in these markets. Now as an investor, I'm much less concerned about the day-to-day price movements we see in a play like DraftKings, because we still know the overriding theme in these markets is inflationary fears. If this comes back into the picture, you will see these growth plays come back down a notch. But the price tag I'm looking to eventually sell this one at is going to be much higher than what we're seeing here today. That's just the benefit of being invested into quality plays. With a play like DraftKings, we know the scale up in this one is undeniably impressive. The growth in their revenue numbers, the quality of partnerships they make from the UFC to the NFL. So this play is on a right trajectory when it comes to their business moves. The stock price will reconfigure itself over time. Now the drawback with DraftKings, just like Roblox, is you're paying a premium for the stock from a valuation perspective, so it makes it a high profile play. That's why I like to keep it diversified. For every high profile play I have that has more risk, have another play in the portfolio that's under the radar, like Caesars Entertainment, which is again just another play with tons of untapped potential. This is one that's going to benefit well from economic reopening. You see that casinos fill up in capacity. So I'm expecting nothing less than exceptional performance in their next 3 quarters that they release this year. So this is just another play I'm going to put on your radar. Again, this one's made their climb up with the rest of the gaming gambling industry today. This is just another play for you guys to catch on any weakness below that $100 mark, because as they start to post up better and better numbers in their next couple of quarters throughout the year, this should help that stock price increase to my price target of $120 on the play. Just another one I wanted to highlight for you guys, that's MGM Resorts, ticker symbol MGM, coming in at $41. This is a play that we spoke about just a couple of days ago when they're in the 30s on the day. This one's up 5%. Now I'm liking the way this one's moving, and again, this is another play just to stay invested in, as this will benefit from economic reopening. Similar to a Caesars, right now this one's standing at $41. We know resistance on this one comes in at $42. So it's likely it's going to be hard for this play to break through $42 under these market conditions. But you guys know right now the market is temporarily holding these plays down. And the market action we've seen today just highlights that for you guys. A lot of these plays in the gaming gambling space have moved up a notch today. So this is just one again to catch in any weakness, catch them as close to possible as that $37 mark. So if you catch them $38 or $39, that's the point to start considering building positions in this one before the market starts to let this one climb also. Alright, so those are the plays I've got for you in this one. Now today in these markets just highlights what I taught you guys about on the regular, and that is the sector rotation. Now this is just a natural flow of funds in these markets, and today I put in the spotlight the gaming gambling plays, and there's several others that have moved up a gear, such as a skills and a golden nugget. This sector rotation is just an opportunity for us investors to catch these quality plays at a much cheaper price point. We should take full advantage of that. Now it's not just the gaming gambling space, it's also the EV space as well. They've gone through their own sector rotation over the last 3 months, and on the day we've seen Neo Tesla do well on the day. Now this is just a small movement compared to what these plays can actually move over time. Now these 5-6% moves up we've seen today is nothing compared to what these plays can really move over time. So the key is to just stay invested into these quality plays and you'll get your just rewards. Also, let's not forget about the tech sector as well. They've seen a big rotation out of there, and there's several quality plays in there. Roku is another one of those plays. So if you're rocking the channel, you know what time it is. Question comes from DC, says, would you cover BarBar? Looks to be bottoming at the moment, seems to have a lot of upside potential, and doesn't seem to be getting the volume at the moment. So I appreciate you, DC, for sending this one in. Now BarBar is just one of these forgotten about plays in the market. There's nothing wrong with BarBar as a business, especially if you're long-term into BarBar. There is potential there to make some good money. I have BarBar in the portfolio, but BarBar is just one of these plays that you should buy in strength. You guys know some plays we buy in weakness, some plays we buy in strength. BarBar's one to buy in strength, so wait for them to show some consolidation, some stability in that stock price, and even some momentum before pulling the trigger or building your position in the play. But as I say, as a business, I like BarBar, but just like a lot of these SPAC plays have fallen out of investor interest, so has BarBar, but it will return. All BarBar has to do is just post up a couple of solid quarters, show their business is moving well, and that stock price will continue to climb. So there's no need to be eager with a play like BarBar. BarBar isn't one of these plays that's going to explode up 30% in a day. It's not going to happen. So you've got time with BarBar. So with that, it's all about patient entry. Now, talking about plays that have originated from the Far East, let's not forget about C Limited, ticker symbol SE. This is a play we have in the portfolio. Like BarBar, this one's into e-commerce, but they're diversified. So they've also got gaming, they've also got fintech as well. This one's got a lot of potential in them in the short, medium, and long term. This is a play that once the market lets it, this should break through into that $300 mark. So it's just another play to bring to attention, another play to catch in any weakness in these markets. Now, ideally, if you can catch this one as close to $200 as possible, that sets you up in a good position to make solid returns on this one moving forward. Alright guys, that wraps up for this one. If you've got any questions or comments for me, do leave them down below. Also, if you'd like to help our channel, do hit that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe. Now, as we progress through the week, you guys know I'm turning up the heat to ensure you guys continue hitting success with me in these markets. So I'll catch you on the next one.